and welcome to ShanghaiEye. I'm Wang Ying.
Hello, I'm He Jian. Is artificial intelligence multilingual enough? At first glance, AI chatbots seem fluent in dozens of languages. But dig deeper, and a very different picture emerges. While English dominates most large language models, speakers of lower resource languages often find themselves left out. And Zhang Hong takes us inside the global efforts to make AI more linguistically inclusive, with voices from China and Europe.
Is AI good with languages? Well, yes and no. The current AI chatbots are trained on around 100 languages, but there are over 7,000 languages around the world. That means numerous people are not able to take advantage of the current benefits of AI and might be left further behind. At the World Artificial Intelligence Conference held here in Shanghai, I looked into how experts are trying to close this linguistic gap and why it matters. The first language of AI is considered English, which is unsurprising given that 2/3 of web content is in English, and it is the main driver of large language models. But what about those low-resource languages?
If you write something down, it will be understood even in a small language. But if you go into a detailed communication, it comes out that they are not really prepared for that language. Hallucination is always a problem in LLMs, and there is a bigger chance to meet this problem if you don't have data enough.
So if these large language models are not multilingual, then you're basically cutting off a really large population of the world from an education perspective, from a compliance perspective, and really from a diversity and inclusive perspective.
The low resources languages has problem with tokenization biases. It is not just technical questions, but also to preserve our small language in the future in the AI era.
Unequal access creates technological inequity. This isn't just about language, it's about who gets to participate in the digital future. So what's being done in Europe and China to tackle this?
怎么样建立一个统一的因素体系，或者说这个词结构的这样一些体系，用一套模型实现对多个语言的这种联合建模。22年底刚开始做大模型的时候，我们的方案就是要做兼容多语种，所以当时我们的训练数据都包含了很多多语种。这一次我们覆盖了130个语种，而且这130个语种基本上都是可以像我们中文一样写一首诗啊，对吧？去帮我写一个什么文档啊，去查一个什么具体的这个信息准不准啊，对吧？或者算个数学题，写个代码，它都能用。
I know that everyone is speaking about technology, which is very important, but without data it doesn't work. We are on a good way because the data what we have achieved so far is more than 60 billion words. ALT-ADIC is a special consortium for Alliance for Language Technologies. And all the countries who have LLMs come together and try to use hopefully a common infrastructure and learn from each other. So it's a pan-European start for building a large pan-European tool which is multilingual, but not in the sense I mentioned that big English, small other languages, but equal size language background.
In Europe, we have a research program, Horizon Europe, where universities all over the Europe are cooperate, but also we have bilateral programs between Serbia and China, and we will try to use supports from Horizon and bilateral projects.
What does collaboration look like?
We have developed an evaluation tool for Hungarian, and it happened that Alibaba Qwen is able to use Hungarian, and because they are partners of Hungarian Telecom, who is a partner of us, we could meet and perhaps in another opportunity in the future.
For the moment, we don't have large language models dedicated for Serbian language. We are going to develop it in cooperation with iFlyTech and similar companies.
底座模型我们现在跟整个国际上还是稍微有一点的差距。但是除了底座模型之外，我们看到在一些这个细分的领域，包括我们今天看到加语音翻译行业大模型，有的可能都是比国际甚至要更好一点。我们希望有这样一个机会和条件，给世界第二种选择，人工智能普惠来这个弥补整个大家在不同的这样一些水平的这样一个鸿沟。
Just as the theme of the World Artificial Intelligence Conference suggests global solidarity in the AI era, China's open source AI movement has emerged as a powerful force of inclusion. After OpenAI blocked Chinese access to GPT models in 2024, Chinese firms like DeepSeek and Alibaba responded by opening their code to the world, now leading global open source rankings and providing a compelling alternative to US systems.
A major shift could be on the horizon for early-stage lung cancer surgery. A new study led by Professor Chen Haiquan at Fudan University Shanghai Cancer Center has been published in the prestigious Journal of Clinical Oncology. The research challenges a long-standing surgical standard, removing nearby lymph nodes as a precaution even when early tumors show no signs of spreading. Zhang Hong takes a closer look at the evidence that could change international treatment guidelines.
In early-stage lung cancer surgery, it's long been routine to remove not only the tumor, but also nearby lymph nodes, just in case the cancer has spread. But a new study from Shanghai shows that in some patients, this extra step may not be necessary. The study, led by Professor Chen Haiquan of Fudan University Shanghai Cancer Center, is set to find out if skipping lymph node removal is just as safe as doing it in a specific group of early-stage lung cancer patients with ground glass-type tumors, which are known to be less aggressive.
现在的国内外的指南啊，对所有早期肺癌的患者，不管他是一个什么样的特征的一个病人啊，都推荐做一个扫荡式的系统性综合淋巴结清扫。在清扫转移淋巴结的同时呢，也清扫了没有肿瘤转移的淋巴结。我们是从10几年前呢到现在做了很多回顾性研究，总结出了6条淋巴结阴性状态的一个规律，这样一个3期临床试验的一个提出呢。它事实上也是国际上第一个这样一个3期的随机对照临床试验，关于这个选择性淋巴结清扫的，也是为选择性淋巴结清扫提供了一个最高级别的一个宣称医学的证据。
Researchers ran a phase 3 clinical trial with over 300 patients across China. They split the patients into 2 groups. One got the usual surgery with lymph nodes removed. The other had a tumor removed, but the lymph nodes left untouched because scans and lab tests suggested no cancer had spread. Zero cancer spread was found in either group, but the patients who didn't get lymph node removal had shorter surgeries, lost less blood, recovered faster, and had fewer complications. The evidence is clear. If tests show no signs of cancer in the lymph nodes, removing them might not be necessary and could even cause harm. That's why the trial was stopped early to avoid putting patients at unnecessary risk.
在过去的10年里面吧，就是说免疫治疗非常普及嘛。那么免疫治疗简单的说，就是说我给他的药以后，让体内这个激活体内的那个淋巴细胞嘛，让它重新发挥抗肿瘤的作用嘛。免疫治疗以后呢，发挥主要作用的淋巴细胞都是从没有癌细胞转移的淋巴结里出来的。保留没有癌细胞转移淋巴结，对于维护机体的免疫力非常重要。我相信这个应该很快就会被国际各种肺癌诊指南所采用。
Also at Fudan University Shanghai Cancer Center, they had a drone send sterile surgical tools. The drone has successfully delivered the kit flying over 5 kilometers in just 10 minutes. The flight marks China's debut in using low-altitude drone logistics for emergency medical devices. Zhang Hong brings us the details.
A new emergency logistics skyway just took its trial flight in Shanghai. A drone carrying 10 kilograms of sterile surgical tools landed on the rooftop of Fudan University Shanghai Cancer Center, marking China's first low-altitude drone delivery of emergency medical devices.
每年的肿瘤根治性的手术量已经突破了8万，全院的微创手术已经接近要50%。整个像胰腺癌这样高难度的微创已经达到了70%到80%，微创手术对手术器械的要求就更高，而且呢，品种繁多。这种情况下，我们无论是应对手术中间的突发状态，或者是急诊手术，你一定会有超出你储存范围的应急器械的需求。这样，空中的生命通道分秒必争，带来了一个全新的支持理念。
This first flight was powered by SterilGuard Medical Management Group, a medical sterilization and logistics service provider. Once the hospital placed an urgent order, the company packed a kit, filed the airspace request, and launched the 8-rotor drone equipped with radar, RTK positioning, and emergency landing capability.
基于我们日常的服务运营，经常有发现一些比较紧急的这个器械配送啊，用传统的物流其实对大家都是个挑战。因为时间紧，而且不能有任何的延误啊，跟病人有关。所以呢，一旦今年有听说这个低空的飞行的这件事情以后，我觉得我们第一个可以作为试点。
The journey covered more than 5 kilometers in just 10 minutes, cutting delivery time by nearly half compared to traditional road transport.
后面就是我们无菌品库接收的一个区域。那么我们要把这个外来器的信息接收，然后进行登记、进行备案，检查它的一个灭菌效果有没有达标，最快的时间通知我们手术室。
The hospital is in the Shanghai International Medical Zone, a cluster of hospitals specialized in oncology and biomedical companies developed over the past 2 decades. This proximity made the trial flight possible. The hospital says the successful trial of the flight is just the beginning. It hopes to help build a regional drone delivery network across the Yangtze Delta region.
If you've got a question for us, you can find us on all the socials.
We'd love to hear from you. You can find all our content online as well and join us here on Dragon TV Monday to Friday.
Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.